Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Slcmof and I'm back again with another video, and in today's video I'd like to break down why Lex Corp is burning. And I've seen other people break down these trailers and everything like this. This is actually from the very first trailer, the Comic-Con trailer, and I've never seen anyone talk about this. Lex Corp, is on fire when Lex Luthor is coming in on his motorcycle, about 2/3 of the way through the trailer. You can see the little podium on the left side that kind of checks your ID, like, at a gated community or something like that, they would check your ID. That's completely on fire, and then when Lex Luthor gets inside of Lex Corp, you can see people are getting pulled around on stretchers, and then, there's bullet shells on the ground and everything like that, so shit has gone down at some point. So today I thought I would speculate on what exactly happened at Lex Corp and why, as soon as Lex Luthor enters into Lex Corp, he goes straight to the green kryptonite. Now in this shot you can see people in the far back receiving aid, stretchers coming through, bullets all over the ground. You can see that somebody or some force came in and wreaked absolute havoc on Lex Corp. If you remember, just recently in the Dawn of the Justice League premiere on the CW, David Ayer mentioned, I think, that the biggest surprise that fans will notice is how interconnected these movies are, referring to Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. If you look closely, the force that most likely caused all this damage is human, and at first I certainly thought that maybe it was Doomsday. Lex let Doomsday out, and LexCorp doesn't know this, so he comes after releasing Doomsday, and then he goes to LexCorp, and ultimately then gets into the Lex suit. That's something I considered at first, and I think that that is still a very probable theory. The way the trailer is edited makes you believe that Doomsday comes in, he sees Batman, and then the Trinity, he's right there. So as soon as Doomsday is created, the Trinity is greeted by Doomsday, and that is probably furthest from the truth. What is most likely is that first Doomsday causes havoc on the general public, and then the Trinity actually, unite and fight Doomsday. This is even more apparent by the fact that the picture when the Trinity actually unite, there is fire all around them, so there's probably been a significant amount of destruction by the point the Trinity actually unites to fight Doomsday. So now let's revisit that comment from David Ayer, because he mentioned this in interviews, he said this in the Dawn of the Justice League premiere. He seems to be pushing this very heavily and reiterating to fans that there is a extreme level of interconnectivity between these two movies. That means that this thing goes beyond innuendos and teasers and references. That means that characters from Suicide Squad are probably in Batman v Superman and vice versa. I think that it is not unlikely that we could see the Suicide Squad, and if not the Suicide Squad themselves, a certain select quantity of the Suicide Squad members actually being the ones to invade LexCorp. As I mentioned, the LexCorp destruction is not at the hands of Doomsday. Doomsday, that little podium out front, would be absolutely demolished. A huge chunk would have been taken out of the LexCorp building, but you can see inside the building some of the lights are flickering out, but there's not absolute utter destruction in the building. That is no doubt by the hands of man, by someone like Deadshot. It is at this point that Lex Luthor actually hires Doomsday to invade and destroy LexCorp, at which point Batman and Superman are forced to unite against Deadshot and other Suicide Squad members, that's saving the LexCorp building. As you can see, Lex Luthor isn't overly distraught or sad by the fact that this invasion has happened. He's probably fully aware that whoever invaded the LexCorp building was going to do it, and therefore I theorize that Lex Luthor actually paid Deadshot. He's a paid assassin, of course. He doesn't really do anything for free besides trying to reduce his prison sentence, to create a distraction that causes Batman and Superman to come together and actually fight Deadshot, who is the first threat that Batman and Superman unite together to go against, and that is Deadshot and others who are evading the LexCorp building. They go to LexCorp and try to stop the threat of Deadshot and other Suicide Squad members, at which point Lex Luthor has a trap. He has kryptonite in LexCorp ready to take down the Superman. All I'm saying is that pretty much every trailer in Batman v Superman's promotional trailers have been misleading in some way. You can go all the way back to the San Diego Comic-Con trailer when it appears that Superman is shooting at Batman, but it's Doomsday in that particular instance I'm referring to. That goes all the way up to where it appears that Lex Luthor creates Doomsday. Doomsday comes flying out of the building, and then the Trinity is right there, and then they're about to clash. That could not be further from the case. There's going to be all kinds of different things that go on with this conflict. I don't know what they are, but I certainly don't think it's as black and blue, not to be punny, as what the trailers are showing us. There's certainly some deception going on here, and I think that's good. I think that we should be on our toes throughout the entire length of the movie, and we can see that those clips that they showed us are clearly out of context. When we're actually watching the movie, we'll realize it, but for now, all we can do is speculate. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that Doomsday caused the destruction at LexCorp? Do you think it's Deadshot or other Suicide Squad members? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like button, subscribe for more Batman v Superman coverage and theories. My name's Slcmof, and we'll see you in the next video.